your horror movie podcast.
Oh, I can do this.
Yeah, let's slapbox. Let's go.
I get some fucking smelling salts up in here.
He's taking it to the face.
No, sorry,
Woo!
I'm not. I'm just falling. I'm falling asleep. I'm trying to get up for the pod.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
hex
trying to wake up
slash.
for the pod.
okay.
Trying to wake up, just get the friggin' juices flowing.
Oh,
You need like
To
a
the
pot
brain,
of
to
coffee.
the brain, to the brain,
which one?
to the podcast.
Do you take your vitamin E? Big
Oh my
strong
god!
man.
You know I have vitamins in my pocket, but we're not going there again. That would be too
It's like
awkward.
vitamin
So I'm gonna
D.
take it when you're not expecting me to.
All right, hack
Oh,
stab
Jesus.
slash. Welcome back. We are back as a trio after a couple of duo podcasts. I hope this new format is working out because we're gonna try and attack it as a threesome. No giggity.
What?
Why'd you stop?
It's like that was awkward as shit.
That was really awkward.
I don't know.
Did you know, bro?
I completely
He's
spaced
got-
out on what I was
he's got-
getting at.
He's got written in
Bro,
his
you just
beginning
turned to
notes,
me.
it
You
just
just
says-
like brain
I
fart.
did.
says-
That
it
part.
I
just says
honest
pause
to
in his
God-
notes.
I didn't
I was like
realize you
waiting.
were taking your vitamins. I thought you were trying to say something.
I was like,
I
this
thought-
is awkward.
I literally thought that was part of your script, Sean. You just wrote pause in your notes. Just,
I know. I was like waiting. He was like,
Pause,
oh,
and I'm like,
he just,
one,
he just stopped
2,
talking.
3,
Cut all
4.
that
Okay,
shit
let's go.
Got
Hack
it.
stab slash. We are doing a 2024 film called Last Night at Terrace Lanes. It's my pick. I stumbled across this movie after we had done Night of the Comet because I was looking for something to watch that I hadn't seen before, and I thought this cover art looked pretty cool. So I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna give it a chance." So my expectation rating going into this was 4. To be honest, because I had seen a couple of reviews, a couple of stars, and nothing looked too great. And it takes a lot for these newer, low budget, like B-list actors, if you will, to impress me. And we'll see if this movie does that or not. Justin, Waterboy, does one of you want to tell me your expectation rating? And had you ever seen this movie before?
I have not seen this movie, and I made it completely like I didn't look up anything on this movie. I did see the cover art, of course. I did think it looked pretty badass. I mean, the colors look pretty nice. The sounds we'll get to later. I gave this an expectation rating of a 6. We'll see how that number changed.
All right,
Don't
Justin.
you always pick a 5 your whole entire life? You've always just picked a
I
5.
think because
And
we
this
have been
one,
making,
you know
we've been going
nothing.
at
You've
him
been-
for a 5. He's
You've
just
been
not
making
picking
fun
5
of me the
anymore.
whole time.
I pick a 4.9 or a 5.1. Fuck you.
God dang it, man.
He's always just like, I pick a 5, I pick a 5, and then this one you're like, I know
No.
nothing about, so I give this one a 6.
You just
Um,
gonna call me out, bro?
I don't even know. I mean, do I even give one? Because so when you text me this, I believe I was on vacation and I had like a 90-minute time slot open. So I literally said, hey, Sean, what the hell's the name of that movie? You told me it. I typed it in Tubi and started watching it right away. So I didn't even watch a trailer. So I
Yeah.
literally never heard of it. I think I even had to ask you twice what the name of it was. I thought it sounded fake. So I don't know. You said it was like some small indie budget thing that you stumbled across. So that kind of made me really nervous. So my expectation was like a 3.7.
Oh, geez.
Now, looking
Highest
at this
one?
cover up between me and Justin, our backdrops, if you were to ask me what this movie was called, I'd call it Cotton Candy and Bowling Balls. It gives off that cotton candy feeling, does it not?
Yeah,
No,
or Hush 2. Bowling
Oh, I
Alley.
was gonna say the mask looks like Hush. I was getting like some Purge vibes.
Yes. All right, you guys want to dive into this?
Yeah, let's just jump the shit into this.
All right, dude.
Let's do
Let's
it.
let's
Let's
hit
do
up
it.
that frame, bro. Let's go bowling.
All right, let's go.
Rent them
Let's do
shoes
it.
and let's hit up them lanes.
All
do it.
right.
Waterboy, take us away.
Got it. So we open up to a bowling alley over opening credits with some scenes of blood splatter and bodies with somebody holding a pipe wrench before going to present day and seeing some masked individuals go on the side of the street and kidnap a random guy and start slicing and taking out his organs while listening to a Charles Manson cult leader.
Did you guys realize that when they were taking out his organs, they were weighing them and marking
Yeah.
down coordinates on a map?
Yeah, that What the
All right,
hell?
hey, I don't like talking this early because it slows it down. But can I just stop you right here? I was
Yes.
already so angry when I saw this opening. Like I was so pissed off at Sean. I literally wrote, "What the fuck kind of gross organ stealing cult moving at a damn bowling alley did Sean pick?" I hate organs. I hate cutting movies. I hate movies when they're like use scalpels and stuff like that. I can't stand
So we're
it.
watching Hostel next.
Exactly.
Oh,
Honestly,
I struggled through
there was another horror movie where like they're in Mexico or something, and they're like staying at a house, and they end up getting like they're taking their organs for money. I forget what movie it was, but that was pretty fucking gross too.
Yeah, so I was pissed already.
Transition over to a bowling alley on a Friday night, introduced Tess and Kennedy meeting up with their friends, with the fade out shot to possibly one of the killers overlooking. We meet Bruce, the maintenance guy, or basically manages everything at the bowling alley and makes his rounds trying to fix some of the lanes. Turns out Bruce is Kennedy's dad, and nobody knows that she used to be a badass at bowling, and she tries playing it off like she isn't some kind of nerd like Eric and Justin, who's in a bowling league.
Let's do it.
Even
tiny balls, not big balls.
Candlepin.
Candlepin
Pin is the best.
Underrated. Wait, bumpers or no
him,
bumpers?
No bumpers, dude. I can't do that.
I thought only little kids can use bumpers.
I like bumpers.
Actually, I mean, you can be an adult and use them. It's not against the rules.
No, well, I like to like physically use the bumpers. Like I don't put them up to help me stay in the lanes. Like we talked about spinning the ball. I like to use the bumpers like I'm playing pool.
Get out of here.
Imagine if you will. Imagine if you will. All right. Imagine if you will. Justin.
Yes.
You got the bumpers up. You can do some crazy ass trick shots off those bumpers, man. You can do some zigzag ball routines.
When I would go out with my friends, we would try to use the bumpers to clear like the front pin and go just the left side, but you would have to do it from the right side. Like use the
you can make
it
hard for yourself. You can make the bumper like
trick shots. All right, I like
that's what I'm saying. That's why I like the bumpers. I don't like the bumpers because I don't want to get a go ball.
Next time you go bowling, try to use the bumper as a trick shot thing.
Oh man, and those disco bowling Saturday nights,
company outing. Let's go.
Oh my god,
come bowling with the pod.
Can anybody want to buy me a plane ticket?
Oh fuck! I forgot you don't live near us anymore. Shit! I just was like, I was gonna see what you guys are doing Friday.
Waterboy's just gonna fly up for Ryan's family amusement and fly back.
Let's not talk about this.
I'll be tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh god! She even texts her dad and tell him to act like he doesn't know her as they get their lane and shoes all set up. The tracksuit dance crew shows, and some shit is definitely about to go down. Bruce texting her back, reminiscing and remembering when all she wanted to do was bowl with him back in the day. One of the quiet tracksuit guys takes something out of a bowling locker. Now Cody starts being a dick to Bruce, and the truth comes out as Bruce grabs Cody and Kennedy tells her, "Dad, stop!" letting them know that Bruce is actually her dad. Right before beating that kid's ass, which he would be well-deserved, gets called to the office for a drink and talk with Cheryl about Kennedy and the team that they used to be, the Lucky Strikers, with some sad news that the bowling alley is going to be closing permanently the following day. Transition over to Star, going to town with the bowling pin mascot. Weird King.
His name's actually Captain Pinsetter, and he is balls deep in that gutter.
That is true. Weird Kink even wanting to do the voice. Not King Shaven, though. Quick little jump scare with the tracksuit guy looking like he's from movie Hush and stabs him straight through the chest over the sound of a fresh bottle of Heinz ketchup, with Cody talking to Peter like Kennedy may be scissoring Tess and keeps calling him a cuck as well.
Dude, that's my favorite word ever. I use that so much.
It's a good word.
I call everyone cucks. And how did you just gloss over the fact that Star drops the movie title after she's done banging what is his name? Captain Pinsetter.
I was going to let you do.
She goes, "I need to get right with Jesus. This was a one night thing. This was a last night in Terrace Lanes, if you catch my drift."
So good.
As saying he thinks that she's a real bowler and trying to do some hustling. Glimpse of bowling alley is getting locked up in preparation of the shit that's about to go down. Switch over to Kennedy giving Tess some flirtatious bowling lessons, and time to roll this ball right into Justin's court.
Boom, let's go. You kind of feel like that was like a all in the hips, kind of like Happy Gilmore, like Chubb's moment when she was like trying to help Tess there.
She was like, "You got perfect fingers, hold it to the six, drop it by the hip."
You ever seen Scissors?
So we got Pete and Cody both being obnoxious, and basically Pete has to bowl a strike to shut up Cody.
Choke.
So telling him not to choke. And we get an awesome scene of where we see like one of the pins and we see blood drips on a pin, but nobody sees it. So as he's bowling, all of a sudden out of nowhere, stopwatches go off. And I mean lots and lots of stopwatches. It just goes off everywhere. And out of nowhere, we got like a friggin' army of people in baby blue sweatshirts with like the white face from Hush, almost Purge. Like,
Yeah, I was just gonna say this reminds me of the Purge when they crawl through the gutter lanes and they just stand up and they all have bats, they have axes, they have monkey wrenches, and they just start. It's not like they sprint after everyone, dude. They just start walking up
slow
the
walk.
lanes.
And you see everyone is taking a second to realize what the hell's going on, and they all have weapons.
I'd say, did they have bowling shoes on? Because if they were walking on those lanes without bowling shoes, that would have been hilarious.
They had white Nikes. They had white Air Forces. Shout out Cade.
We see all of a sudden like a gold-faced leader. He hits an air horn. We see the doors are chain locked, people running for the doors. And then I just wrote, first of all, we see Pete get an axe to the face right away. This axe gets chucked right to the face. There's people getting chucked up, running around everywhere. People getting bludgeoned to death with baseball bats. People getting stabbed with knives. We see people have bowling balls to the head.
Dude, that is my favorite kill of this whole scene. Is that chick. She looks like she's gonna hesitate.
Yeah.
And then she just lifts up the bowling ball and just goes to town
on a person. Like, we had so many kills right here. I literally just wrote absolute slaughter, and it goes on for like 2 minutes of just craziness. And we see the girl whose name is Star. She walks out and she kills one of them, and then she sees the guy in the what's his name?
Captain
Pinsetter. Yeah, the guy that she thinks she just banged. She's like, oh, there we go. And he all of a sudden starts stabbing the crap out of her with a machete. So that doesn't go too good. And then where's Bruce in all this, you wonder? Well, he has headphones on and he's in just a closed room, just completely rocking out, jamming the music, oblivious to the chaos. You see like all the cameras and everything behind him. You can see like all the different rooms and all the insanity going on.
He actually changes one of the security cameras to like watch a movie.
Yeah, he flips it off literally to a movie as you see people getting chased, blood smeared, people trying to get out. We see Candy and Tess, they're hiding, they're running for their life. We see the gold mask leader just saying, find them, sacrifice them. We see Cody acting dead. He's over there rubbing blood all over himself. And
dude, he actually, if you listen, when he sits down and this guy that's on the ground, his name is Huck.
Yep.
He's special needs, like he's there. Bowling is his thing. And he is freaking out and he's reaching to Cody for help. And Cody's trying like very, very hard to keep this dude quiet. And in the process, you can hear a crunch.
So hard.
Cody accidentally breaks this dude's neck. And when he realizes he killed him, he just starts smothering this dude's blood all over his face and then plays dead with him.
Yeah, rough scene right there. We see the girls, they're smart, they call the cops, but cops didn't answer. It was the cult. She called the cult and they answered the phone, so that didn't go good at all.
Ain't no way they rerouted that number to 911. Ain't no way.
No, they just jammed the phone lines. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they were there to help. But
Justin, dude, where's her dad in all of this? Where is he?
Yeah, her dad who's still rocking out.
Yeah, he's still upstairs drinking.
Still upstairs drinking. Yeah, you see him pouring.
Yeah, a quick cut scene.
Quick cut scene where he is still drinking. Someone corners Kennedy and she takes him out with a bowling ball, a 7-10 split to the cult's head with a friggin' bowling ball. Holy shit, let's go. And in that case, I like Candlepin, but I feel like a 7-10 split to the head would definitely work better with the big balls. So thank God they weren't Candlepinning.
Definitely.
So that works really good. We see
Tess got the biggest balls of them all.
Yeah. Oh man, I could use AC/DC big balls. Boom. I got this content right there. Boom,
boom, boom. You're welcome.
Excellent.
Totally noted. Fucking storing that away. Back to whatever we're talking about. Tess is freaking out. She's saying, "Did you know what is going on?" Kennedy's like, "I knew nothing, but don't worry. This is my home turf. We fucking got this." They're not scaring it. Then we see the cult leader babbling a bunch of shit like it has begun.
We got 45 minutes of human like time left on this plane, then the transformation, and then he says like we gotta cleanse this location and take the sacrifices out back. This dude needs to get slapped.
Dude, insane. Like insane. When he says the minutes, he's like earthly minutes, and he says the grand calculus. Can't wait.
This guy's cringe as fuck, dude.
Whatever the hell the grand calculus. Someone just needs to smack this dude. We see Kennedy getting attacked with a dude in a mascot suit, kicks his ass. She radios her dad. Her dad helps on the way, but this dude is so oblivious. He's trying to act like he knows what's going on.
Well, he thinks when she radios him, he thinks she's finally reaching out to try and like fix
exactly.
things.
Like
And she's like, they're all dead. And he's like,
yeah,
wait,
he's like,
what?
He's like, what? What are you talking about? And this dude just jumps right into action. Like the next few scenes, we see him jumping over shit. This dude is
not quiet. Not quiet.
Dives right behind the bar.
Diving over stuff. Stuff is falling. He is ninja crawling.
He pulls a Justin and trying to be quiet. This man grabs an industrial sized trash bag full of straws and wrestles it.
And I mean, props to him though, because he does get attacked pretty early, and he ends up taking care of it. So I mean, good for him.
He beats him with like the bar door, you know, the door between the bar and the patrons that you lift up. He like smashes his head in with it.
The head, smashes it a million times. But my favorite friggin' part is so now he actually meets up with her. He meets up with her, and she's like, are you drunk? He's like, just a little. I only had 7 plans, but I got a detailed plan to the front door. She's like, Dad,
you got a lot of keys.
He's like, good thing I got a lot of keys. And he holds up like one of those keychains with like 45 freaking keys. And dude, this dad is awesome. The small talk he just has with her are so freaking funny. Back to the insane, cringy cult leader, the final transformation. We see a pile of just dead, mutilated bodies. We see Cody getting dragged in, and he's basically yelling, there's more survivors. Like, don't kill me.
Instantly turns into a bitch. Like, I will help you.
I'll help you.
There's more.
Help you.
I'm glad that happened to him.
Yeah. So bad. They're like, there's 2 girls and a dad. Like, we can find them. We'll kill them. Like, I'll help him. And yeah, that doesn't really work for him at all. I think
we're good.
Yeah.
Like how they instantly take his information, and then the second they like confirm it, he's like, all right, kill him. Like, bro, you know,
just like.
You know they're gonna kill you. You said yourself you can't leave any survivors, but wait, let me help you.
Yeah, I'll help you and everything. So yeah, that could not go.
At least spin it and be like, I want to join what you're doing.
Yeah, he gets killed right there. He was terrible negotiation, and I'll let Sean finish it off. Why not? He picked it.
All right, dude. So right after this guy gets murked, we go back and we see Bruce and Kennedy, and they're making their way out back to get bolt cutters and the shotgun, and they need a distraction, and they both look at each other and they go, rock a bowl. So they start all these disco lights and this crazy music and this crazy cult leader whose name is actually Dove, and I'm not talking soap bars, calls this shit a trailer trash fucking nightmare, and he is pissed. He wants this off and he wants them found. Bruce and Kennedy, they make it out back and they talk about how these mathletes are just absolutely insane, and Bruce calls them Satanists, and his daughter responds with, what right self-respecting Satanist would wear a white mask and baby blue jumpsuits? She's like, these are mathletes and they're fucking crazy. And Bruce tries to tie this back. He says it's because of the bowling, and she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, it goes back to an ancient cleansing ritual in Germany. It's some really dark shit. We're talking like pyramid ages. And she goes, maybe they just don't like bowling. He's like, fuck you, everyone likes bowling. You used to love it.
Dude, he literally said, and I quote, aliens, black arts, mysticism, cult weirdos. Like, literally, he tried tying it into like the pyramids and like black magic.
He's like, this goes back to before Jesus Christ.
It goes back to the German ages.
Jesus Christ was in a bowling league, all right? That's how old this stuff is.
Dude. Jesus,
but as they're bickering back and forth, this man Dove comes over the intercom and he just goes, rats, I can hear you, rats in a wall. And he breaks up this very touching like father-daughter moment that's going on. And we see the mathletes sound like the
Gestapo.
Yeah. And then we see these mathletes are starting to close in. And they actually find Tess in the storage room. And I don't know if you guys seen this, but this man Dove is talking into the microphone. And one of the mathletes just goes, hey, and points at the security camera and he goes, oh, we found her. Like, it's not that hard to check the security cameras, you idiot. But she's smart, though, and she uses his bowling ball to, like, break through the wall. So she escapes, and she's actually in the walls hiding from them. And we get Bruce and Kennedy, they're out back, and she grabs the bolt cutters. But her dad grabs onto a chainsaw, and he's like, yeah. And she's like, what are you, an idiot? She's like, the second you fire that up, 100 psychopaths are going to come chasing after us. And he's like, what about my fireworks? And she's like, no, we're grabbing the bolt cutters and we're getting the hell out of here. And he's like, oh, but those aren't as fun. So he pockets the fucking fireworks. And then we jump back to Tess, and she's actually hiding in a bathroom in a stall of all places. Like, they're going to check these spots, girl. You need to find a better spot, hiding spot. And they actually find her, and we don't see them take her, but we know she's either been taken or killed. Bruce bumps into a mathlete when they get outside. Bruce bumps into a mathlete, and this dude gets taken down so easy, like unbelievably easy. It's like
So
he taps
easy.
him, dude, and he leaves his daughter to have to beat this mathlete to death before he pulls her off. And he's like, babe, it's gonna be okay. You don't have to worry anymore. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna live to bowl another day, one frame at a time.
One
Dude, I
frame.
wrote that down. I love that so much.
So, dude. Oh.
And then as they're in the bowling lanes, making their way back out from behind the bowling alley, Bruce gets taken down immediately again by this mathlete who comes through the pins. And Kennedy is not having any of it, dude. She bowls his head off. Bruce has got him down, and she just
Bowls his head off.
gutter balls his head off.
Never seen a neck do that before.
And then we get Captain Pinsetter is back. This mascot is haunting these people's nightmares.
Mhm.
And out of nowhere, we get Cheryl, the lady who owns this bowling alley, pumping his ass full of lead, saying, get the fuck out of here. Save your daughter. I got this. And she turns around and she drops one of my favorite lines, Justin.
What do you got? Which one
He
is
goes,
this?
you guys ain't going to kill me. You periwinkle motherfuckers ain't got
Oh,
nothing.
yes. Dude, she's awesome.
Dude. Dude, this scene pissed me off. So she fires 2 perfect shots into this guy.
Yeah.
And then she pumps more shots into the group behind. And none of them hit the group?
No, she takes out a few. She takes out a few. I thought you were going to say something about the shell count, because I was going to be like, I'm pretty sure a pump action shotgun has 4 to 6 shells.
Yeah.
It does.
I think. I don't know. I'm not a big gun guy. I'm just basing that shit off of like Resident Evil.
Yeah. I mean, it's they
Video
get the
games,
gun
am I
part
right?
Yeah.
So now Bruce, Kennedy, they finally make it outside. And the second they open these doors, there's a kid just smoking. Like, he's on his smoke break. He's done enough killing for the day. And he can't cock this crossbow back fast enough. So Bruce shoots his ass with the Roman candle. And he is amazed. He goes, I didn't know tracksuits were that goddamn flammable. This dude is up in flames. And instead of like taking off and getting into the parking lot and going for help, they backtrack into the bowling alley. And then this dude who is on fire lays down in front of the door so they can't get back out. And then the smartest thing happens. Bruce comes up with a brilliant idea. He says, leaders and teams only work if they have matching uniforms. So they take the dead mathletes' costumes and they dress up. And guys, honestly, I think this would have worked had Bruce just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
This man is like, he talks his way up to see Dove. And when he gets to Dove, he's like, hey, man, yeah, so we got a problem. They got away. And he's like, what? Like, you need to find them. Like, this needs to happen. He's like, yeah, so we should probably, like, leave.
The cops are going to be here any minute, dude.
The authorities are going to be here any second. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you know the plan.
But
and then
worry, because he's got the rock that can tell.
Yeah, he starts wiggling it around. And they bring out Tess. And then he realizes when he tells Bruce to kill her and Kennedy screams, he realizes this is Bruce and Kennedy. He's got them all right there. So he gives Bruce an ultimatum. He says, you need to kill her or I kill your daughter. So he leans back and he's got the axe and he leans into Tess like he's going to kill her. And he's like, I'm sorry. I should have fixed these lanes a long time ago. And he presses the reset button. And the lanes drop down to clear the pins, and it just distracts Dove long enough for Kennedy to take a chomp out of his arm, and she breaks free. And now these guys are all surrounded. These fucking mathletes are closing in faster than Justin's ADHD attention span because he's zoning the fuck out right now. Even though I got 30 seconds left of talking.
Don't worry, Justin. The timer's about to go off.
Because right now, dude, the timers go off, and you hear everything like when it signaled the killing. These timers go off and you hear someone scream, transform. And before they can take out Tess, Kennedy, and Bruce, these dumb ass fucking cult followers just kill themselves.
Fucking transformed.
And you can hear Dove, the leader, going, what are you doing, you idiots? Like all this preparation, all this planning, and you guys are fucking
Dude,
retarded.
any other fucking word, dude. They just had to use the term transform, dude.
Transform. Like, what the fuck?
So
It's so stupid.
Oh.
And then Dub Dude is pissed and he charges at Bruce in a fit of rage. And Bruce just wheels back that axe and he cuts his fucking head off. And Bruce drops a one-liner for the end of this movie. And he just says, I always hated math. The group leaves. Kennedy even returns her bowling shoes on the way out the door. We get an overhead shot of the bowling alley and there's not a sight or a siren or a police car anywhere. Usually when these movies end, it's police are now just showing up with ambulances and all that shit, but there is nothing. So these guys would have literally gotten away with this without any confrontation from the law, which is amazing.
It must be in Chicago. They were busy on other things.
End credits, dude. Justin, dude, I want to get you back engaged in this movie. So why don't you give me your final thoughts and your
the ball's in your court, Justin.
All right, you know what? I'm going to start this off. Let's fucking go. I am 100% engaged. All right, so.
Fuck you,
dude. Hold on.
Wait, hold on.
I'm a gangster rapper.
Oh my God, that's don't
you
throw
got
me
a
off.
Christmas shirt on right now?
Why are you wearing a Christmas shirt on the pod? I'm fully dressed out. I look very presentationable. Oh shit, that's not a word. I'm
presentable.
It could be.
You can't drop the word present after he just calls himself a gangster rapper.
You just did that.
By accident too. Anyway, so trying to get this back on track. What just happened? I thought this was super fun. Awesome, like retro 80s slasher vibe. I actually did think it was legitimately funny. I love the father's character so much. I can't even talk about how much Bruce was awesome. The atmosphere of a bowling alley, that's probably why I liked it so much. I love bowling so much. I give this movie an 8.1. And before this movie got bombed, so this movie's like 4.3 everywhere. People are shitting over it. Yeah. Look, I love 80 slashers so fucking much. There's so many even slashers now that as years have gone by, people are like, oh my God, I love the slasher. It's so good. But guess what? A lot of them still are pretty fucking stupid. Like, was there some shit in this movie that made no sense?
Oh, absolutely.
Was it super fun? Did it have a real crazy plot? No, the movie was like 75 minutes. But guess what? It was pure. It was fun. And to hit on all these different things to make a movie like this much fun, it has to have a little funny. Whether there's some actors that are bad, yes. In 80 slashers, are they acting fucking terrible? It's fucking terrible. And I still fucking love it. I'll eat it up. I'll watch it every single time. And this had gore. This had blood. People even cutting organs if you're into that shit. I'm not, but guess what? It happened. I watched a little bit. And it was in a bowling alley. That's super fun. The dad was funny. I loved it. I loved it so much. Just give me more of this.
Lights and sounds, dude. Fun.
The lights, the sounds. Like I felt like I was in a bowling alley. I could smell the bowling.
How did you not love the song choices in this movie too? They gave me very retro punk music.
I know when he was. Trust me, you don't think I noted that? I like talk about like let's get bowling, get your bowling shoes. Oh my God, like I felt like I was in the bowling alley. I smelt the bowling shoes. I smelled.
I did too. Like, I swear to God, when he was cleaning, when he was spraying the shoes,
I just started making that.
This and the directors are friend now on Instagram. I love this movie. I want more. I want to be
like, dude. Even when he's eating the French fries and they're squirting the ketchup, you can't tell me those French fries are hot.
Dude.
Mm-hmm. You know the ketchup. It had ketchup in it too.
That's lukewarm fries.
Why am I screaming? Because I got too excited. Someone take it over.
Watermelon, no.
All right, so yeah, this movie, I thought I wasn't too sure about it at first. Given their budget, I don't know exactly what it was, but of course, it's definitely low budget. Is acting great? No. It's not amazing, but they did perfectly with what they had to do. The scenery was awesome. Bowling alley, of course. I fucking love bowling, even though I, said shit about it in here. But I just gotta say, like, what they did with this and even adding the little comedy aspects into there, it was honestly chef's kiss for what they had to work with. And given all that, I'm gonna give this a 7.3 out of 10. I would definitely watch it again. Totally worth the watch. The blood and the gore in it, low budget, but still works. It's awesome. It just reminds you.
It didn't come across as cheesy. Like it didn't come across as shitty.
It gives you that 80s type of feel because, like Just was saying, it's 80s is like a bunch of cheese, but it's good. It's good cheese.
It's good cheese. It's not fermented cheese. It's good cheese.
It's Gouda. But
hell yeah.
I definitely loved it. It's an awesome, fun watch.
I'm not gonna go too crazy into what I thought about this movie because Justin, you literally took the words out of my mouth. I think this movie fucking slaps. When I first started watching it, just like you, Justin, that first opening set of scenes, I was like, all right, this is gonna be real. It might be tumultuous to get through, but once it started going, and when I say once it started going, it was literally when the girls showed up at the bowling alley, and you saw the athletes when they walked in. It was fast.
It picks up.
I love the pacing. I love the atmosphere. The fact that this director, delivered us a movie where you felt like you were in a bowling alley. I like I said, I could smell the fucking shoes watching TV. It was like smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
Dude, and it like we all said, dude, the acting, it's not great, but this is where great actors are born. They're giving the chance with a great movie like this that is all low budget. Same thing with the directors. Same thing with producers and writers, dude. This is where legends are born. They make these low budget and they fucking smash it. You know what I mean? So I hope we see more of this director in the future, more of these writers in the future, more of these actors in the future, and they go nowhere but up in the horror industry. Because if we can get more movies like this, I'm all for it.
Did you happen to
my
look
final
into the
rating is I gave it a flat 8. Flat 8. I've watched this 4 times getting ready for the podcast, and I did not find myself wanting to fast forward at all.
And I just gotta also touch on I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I love this type of style of film, what they call like bottle movies, where it just takes place in one location.
Love it.
I love that.
Single location movies, dude, they either fucking slap or they miss, and this one slaps.
Yeah, I got some fun facts with the location, and also, shout out that actor, dude. The guy Bruce, like Ken Arnold is his name. He did with the
Hold on,
dad.
Justin.
He was genuinely funny, and you needed that because I feel
hold on, I'm gonna screenshot that face. Hold on.
You froze.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Right when you started talking about the dad. I think you're good now.
Yeah,
am I good now?
Yeah.
All right. All I heard was hold on and no one moved. All right, yeah. So did I shout out the guy's name?
The second you went to go shout him out, you started glitching. So y'all good. Just start over. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Shout out the actor Ken Arnold who played Bruce because he absolutely crushed it as a dad, and I feel like you need that. I feel like if that character sucked, I don't think I would have liked this movie that good because you needed someone to like really.
Dude, he plays the perfect caring, struggling. I've been through the ringer type dad, but I still love my kid with everything I've got. But I respect her enough to give her space while she's growing through this tough time. He murdered that role.
Oh yeah.
And I want to say about the low budget.
Go ahead, low budget.
All right, so this cast and everything, they did not have a lot of people. Like you see, if you go look through the stunts, there's like 47
Justin,
people. Production management.
I'm sorry, you know that.
Justin, your internet's acting up pretty bad.
Was one person.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, it says I'm unstable. I was on a roll.
Let's just wait a second.
Let me know when I'm stable again.
Hey, don't you call my friend unstable.
Keep bouncing around.
Put some respect on his name.
Let me know when I'm done moving around. Like, I mean, can you see me now? Can you see me now?
Oh, he's
you're good
now.
Whoa,
where's the glass wall?
Oh shit! All right, cool. Then maybe delete that because I just look like John Cena. All right, let's get to some fun facts. I don't know if any of what I said was captured on the podcast, but
unfortunately,
nada.
Oh wow, cool. So
just the stuff with Bruce, like you started going off on a tangent, and it sounded like you were just being
Crazy
DJ'd
frog.
All right, super sorry they had to edit that, but basically all I was saying was this movie was made with not a ton of people. Like usually there was only like 2 people doing stunts. Like makeup department was 1 person. Like production management was 1 person. There was like a small group of people who made this, and the guy literally said like they had a script, and before they even had a full script, they had an idea. I guess you can like sell a 1-page idea to someone, and then someone else can like read that page and make a script out of it. And I guess that's what they did. And they had a bowling alley on it, so they needed a bowling alley. And someone literally came to him and it's like, "There's a bowling alley closing. It's getting demolished, and like it just closed. In 8 weeks, it's getting demolished." So they had to like, holy shit, that's our location, and they had to speed up the whole entire process, like cast this and do all this to make sure they could film in the bowling alley. And that's what they did. So it was being and the bowling alley's name, ready? So this bowling alley was being torn down in 8 weeks. So they had to start this whole entire movie and do all this. And then movie's name, the bowling alley's name was Terrace Lanes. So literally the last night in Terrace Lane was actually this
movie. That's so fucking dope.
And what's really dope is it was Frederick, Maryland. Shout out Frederick, Maryland. And apparently this place was around for so long and people loved it. So they were like so sad that this place was like closing the doors. So even he said when they filmed it in the one location, they wanted to use every single thing in it. They used all the shit as props, everything they could because of a low budget. So he said he filmed in the back. He filmed like the bar. He wanted every single aspect of that bowling alley, and I believe like he nailed it because you guys both said like you felt
you
like
see everything, dude. The storage units. You see where the balls go. You see where the pins get set. You look at the lanes. Every one of the lanes is used.
Yep.
Like there is no area of this fucking bowling alley that was not used, which is just great.
Yeah, and one of the only rules they said don't get blood on the lanes because I guess they were going to actually take out the lanes and sell those to another bowling alley. So they still did get blood all over the lanes, but they had to clean up the blood after they get it on the lanes because that part was actually getting sold. And one of the producers of this movie, I don't know if you saw that, Eduardo Sanchez, he was the producer of this. He actually directed the Blair Witch Project. Do you see that?
Oh shit.
That's awesome.
The director. Wow. Yeah, the director of the Blair Witch Project was the producer of this movie because he's actually good friends with Jamie, the director. And then the other thing I got is the guy who actually wrote the screenplay. I probably pronounced his last name wrong, but he's actually gonna blow up. Is that how you say it, Cesare? I was gonna say Adam Cesare. He wrote it, and he's actually an award-winning author right now, and his books are blowing up. He does a series called Clown in a Cornfield. I think he's on like part 2 or part
3. Yeah, those books sound really intense, and I'd love to check them out. I'm not a big reader. I don't know if you are, Waterboy.
Dude, I like never read. The most I read is what I write for my notes.
And apparently he just got...
Don't worry, Justin. I got a screenshot of your face.
I don't even know it. So that guy's gonna blow up because that movie he actually just got sold as for a movie. So next year, he's actually fuck
with a name like that, Justin. It sounds like it feels like it should be like a scary stories to tell in the dark.
Justin,
I don't know how you feel about that.
Whatever you do, Justin, do not get a lamp and try to throw it out the window.
I do want to give a shout out though. Like I said, Jamie Nash, Adam Cesare, and Jenna St. John, dude, they murdered this film. Hats off to you guys. I can't wait to see what these guys do in the future.
Like
you said about those books, if that's any inclination, and you said he's got a movie deal too, right?
Yeah. So and apparently it's like a big movie. The director said not like this like low production movie like this like a small one. He said it's actually going to be a big budget horror movie that's coming out next year.
Well, I can't wait to watch that then.
I would like to see, maybe something like the Fear Street trilogy. If he's already got 3 books out, that would be pretty dope.
Hell yeah, dude.
That'd be sick.
All right, let's wrap this up, boys. I'm Hacky. This dude over here is Stabby. This guy down here not spinning in his chair, but he is ready to snap his computer in half because his internet is glitching.
Glitching. Let's go.
Justin, get y'all pump on, get y'all swerve on, and until next week, we out.
Balls deep, guys.
Let's go.